I was born in 1931, you know, so long time ago. There was 13 of us, so watched a lot of them grow up. And I only had 2 sisters. And I remember, of course, they had to scrub the floors way back then. We wanted to get a drink of water, and my sister Aggie would say, "We're scrubbing, you can't come in now, you can't have a drink." So, and I noticed in a letter from way back, she had that in our letter. She was sorry for being mean to us. So, yeah, back then we were all born right here in this house. Yeah, growing up, well, we were just on the farm was just work, work, work. That's what we did, you know. Way back then we had cows, chickens, and hogs. So there was a lot of chores to do. And I went to grade school here in Newmarket, St. Nicholas Catholic School, 8 grades. That's where I went to school. And there was no bus. We traded off with a neighbor, hauling in the morning and in the evening. They just exchanged. So that's how we got to school. There was no buses at that time. And after grade school here, I went to New Prague High School. Graduated from there in 1949.
I was a sophomore.
You were a sophomore.
And he was a junior, yeah, when we went to high school together, yeah.
Well, Mary was beautiful, and she had beautiful hair, yeah. Just
Long hair,
She was just the neatest gal. When I saw her, I thought, you know, I never dated any other girls. And we still love each other too. It's fun. We still have fun living together. Didn't think of it being married to her. I just thought she's my gal. And she still is my gal.
And I did the same. I never dated, I was in the class plays. It's junior and senior class plays. I can remember one time, my name was Hildegard, and I wore dark glasses and everything, and all of a sudden, at the end of the play, I took the glasses off and came out of my shell or whatever it was. It was nice. I remember his brother Val came to one, and he even mentioned that once in a while. How I laughed so much.
I went to the Army when I was 22 years old, and my brother and Val and I went in together and went to Fort Leonard, Missouri for basic training. And my brother Bernard was just coming, he was in the Korean War, and he said, apply for supply school. So we did, and we got that. I went to Fort Belvoir, Virginia for supply school. And when we got out of there, I think that was the Korean War was just ended, so we had orders for Korea, but the war ended there and they sent us all to Germany. It took us 9 days by ship to go over from New York to Germany. That wasn't any fun. Anyway, I worked in a big supply depot with German civilians, probably 50 or 75 German civilians, and we just filled, no computers at it. We had card files filling orders for requests coming in for parts. So I was over there 17 months in Germany. And I'd write to Mary every day.
Sometimes you get for 4 or 5 at a time. And then, right, it's pretty regular. September 4th, so it couldn't have been the first year, so it must have been the second. Somebody got you vouchers for reduction in train fare to Italy. 3rd class all the way to Rome. You went to Rome. But, of course, there were no phone calls or anything like that. You didn't do that at home here.
Yeah, it's been a good life. Life is still worth living, even when you get old and retired. And I think most of all, we're blessed to have each other yet at our age. I'm going to be 93 in March, and we're still together and healthy. I'm lucky. 14 years ago, coming up in February, I had a new knee put in, and I think a week later, I started rehab. I was on the first machine and I just fainted, and I had a blood clot in my main artery. If I wouldn't have been at the rehab, I wouldn't be here. So I have 14 years of additional life. So it's kind of neat. Yeah, thank God every day for another day of life. we're just hoping we stay living in where we are now for some time, as long as we can take care of buildings and cut the grass. And we have lots of flowers. Jean does lots of flower work with us, so we have fun doing that together with her. Lots of flowers. So we're hoping we can stay here as long as we're healthy.
Do you have anything you'd like to say to your kids directly, or a message you'd like to tell them?
Oh, yeah.
Just be good to each other, and always treat people like you want to be treated, like that saying is, and it'll be worth it. And always get along as a family, and don't spoil your little kids too much. And try and keep them on a good path. Try and keep these kids. I think it's a hard job being parents now. A lot simpler, I think, when we were doing it. Not all the distractions and the temptations, I guess I call them, some of the things. But
Be good citizens.
yeah.
Yeah.
Be generous. Be generous to people,
Yeah.
and to people who don't have a lot. I think that's important.
I think the important thing is really to keep a good attitude. I've always had a good attitude and looked forward to improving things and so forth. And we've had fun lives, really. It's fun growing up.
Good memories.
It's fun to have the kids close by. Our daughter Jean comes once a week, cleans and brings us flowers. And Tom lives nearby. If I got some project I need help, I just call him. And Phil lives in Faribault. I call him for some project. So it's kind of nice to have kids. I don't know what we do without kids, but they grow up really great.